Welcome back as we prepare to reconnect with Kutle, who's out on the street. She is connecting with the team behind Design Joburg, and what we love about this is the connections they make within that sphere. And we're about to see the connection between interior and fashion design right now.
Hi G, good morning to everyone in studio once again. We are coming to you live from Design Joburg, and right now we are linking up with Joburg designer Sir Abner, who will be hosting a discussion around the relationship between fashion and interior design and letting us in on his collaboration with emerging artist Usipho Kwebula-Twala. Good morning, Sir Abner. How are you feeling this morning?
Great, thanks. Thank you, Bushe. It's a bit cold, so I'm worried about it. But yeah, great.
Don't worry. I mean, your designs are bringing in the heat, so cool, I'm okay right here.
Appreciate it.
So, Abner, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I mean, you are changing the face of South African fashion through your design, through your concepts, through your ideas. You are known as the creative synthesizer as well. Where does that come from?
I think really it's about identifying yourself as kind of like a polymath, because I operate in a space where I kind of intersect with different industries, as you're about to see now. I mean, I have my background is in graphic design and multimedia, but I'm able to operate in a space such as an interior, you know. So I don't know if you know what a synthesizer is, but in music, that's like a device that's able to kind of mix different sounds from different genres to kind of come up with a new sound, you know. So that's how I'd like to see it. So it's really like a metaphor that just caught on, and I just ran with it.
I absolutely love it, and it makes sense because also you collaborate with other artists. Like right now, you're collaborating with Usipho Kwebula-Twala at this year's Durban, not Durban Design,
sure.
Design Joburg rather.
Yeah.
I mean, you have mentioned that your career is paved by the power of collaboration. Why is collaboration so important in this industry?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think for the first time in like this design decade, we're actually identifying collaboration as a design tool for the first time. So I'm literally saying that's in my arsenal. So if I had a toolbox and it could be physical, I could take out collaboration as a physical tool for you to see. So really what you're seeing here is kind of a tangible way of trying to show you that, you know. So I could show you a few examples of what I mean by that. So you know.
I would love to see what you have on display right now. Please take us through it.
All right, cool. So for instance, so my story with Sipho really is based, like, or the concept for what you're seeing now is based on his trajectory to get to this point, where he's now like a furniture designer, but who's also like, hold on, I can actually manufacture my own stuff, you know. But his background is like, as a taxi driver, you know, got an opportunity to learn how to actually do carpentry. But then at some point with like opportunities arising in his growth, like, hold on, I can actually design and manufacture. So same with me. I mean, someone like me you'd find in an ad agency or marketing agency, but I'm like, no, I have my ideas, I want to explore into other different like byproducts. So fashion, interior design, music, cinematography, you name it. I want to do it all, you know. So really that's where the concept comes in. So as part of the main thing that we collaborated on was a 3-seater bench, you know. So I had this idea. I was like, what if we could kind of replicate a seater that you'd find in a CIA taxi, for instance. You know, so hence on the bench, it says Maslalisa and Kofo, you know, so that's kind of plays on the concept of like Ubuntu, if you may. Because, I mean, as Black South Africans, exactly. You know, so this is a 3-seater, but we share. It's like, you know, so it's really playing on that whole concept of charity begins at home. You know, that sort of feeling that kind of lets people relive they like good experiences, and using themes like nostalgia, as I've just showed you now, to kind of highlight those themes, you know. So that's really what I enjoy doing. Yeah.
I absolutely love that, and the story behind it is truly inspirational and something that many of us South Africans can also relate to.
For sure.
Can you please give us a bit more insight on the conversation that you will be having, the discussion around the relationship between fashion and interior design?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, as I mentioned, you know, I identify myself as kind of like this polymath who wants to keep growing and learning within these different industries. But what we've come to realize, and as an industry, is that, the consumer is quite informed, and that goes to an extension of really trying to see what the lifestyle looks like that affects their demographic. So more than anything, we'll just be looking at different backgrounds and how inspiration actually influences that between interior, fashion, and reason why these two, because I think stylistically, they're able to kind of combine the whole zeitgeist of like arts and design and then try to identify the commerce of that and how that operates going forward.
And I mean, ultimately,
Sure.
it speaks to the oneness of everything.
Yeah,
So, Abner,
definitely.
thank you so much for joining
For
us
sure.
this morning. I'm pretty sure the discussion is going to be very insightful and informative as well. So, best of luck at this year's Design
Appreciate it.
Joburg.
Thank you.
If
Thanks,
you would
Michelle.
love to be a part of this discussion, make sure to purchase a ticket for Design Joburg and visit their website, www.designjoburg.com. Do not go anywhere because we are bringing you more information on what to expect at this year's event.
Appreciate it.